we go from YSL not being a gang to YSL is a gang.
All my niggas from the OOTA, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat, you been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters, all my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas from the OOTA, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat, you been stuck in a computer. Show me.
You already know the vibes. You already know the vibes. We live. We back with another one. Listen, Young Thug interview got the world on smash right now. The whole internet's going crazy. All right. This is the best interview to me since Katt Williams on Shannon Sharpe. That's just to me. It got everybody buzzing. Everybody's clipping clips of it. Everybody's doing that. Shout out to everybody that just watched it. If you haven't watched it, we're going to go through a quick watch party of it. Salute to everybody that is in the chat. Make sure everybody's dropping a like. This is going to be a live calling show too, man. Salute to all of the new subscribers to the channel. I appreciate everybody. Salute to all of y'all. You already know the vibe. I will be dropping the link though. If y'all want to come up and say something or talk about this Young Thug case or the interview, what the hell happened or where he went wrong, maybe where he went right. It's a lot. This whole interview was a lot, but what I will say this interview had a lot of emotion in it. It most definitely had a lot of emotion in it. And when it comes to a lot of time artists, you don't really see artists really giving a real true emotions. You know what I mean? Sometimes keeping it real is not really keeping it real in society. You know what I mean? Especially as a rapper or whatever the case may be. Even being from the hood, some of the places that I came from and a lot of y'all came from. So we understand that. So he did go into, he even cried on it. I mean, so that was a deep one. So salute to everybody. I am going to be doing a poll. I want everybody to hit the poll. Yeah, I want everybody to hit the poll. And yeah, I'll be shouting y'all out. I'm going to get, yeah, let's just get to it. Let's start listening in, and I'll be chiming in. And yeah, I'm going to drop the link for y'all. And y'all let me know what y'all thinking as well in the comments. And make sure y'all hitting the poll. The poll is going to be, do you think this interview hurts? The first poll, because we're going to be here for a little while. Do you think this interview hurts or helps Young Thug's reputation, legacy, him, whatever? Do you think that it helps him? So I am going to be doing that poll. So salute to everybody. You already know the vibe. Let's get to it. What y'all think about that? He said, you know what I mean? It's probably something that's true. You do want all the odds on you. But does he want these eyes on him is the question. You know what I mean? I think that he's never had these kind of eyes on him ever, Young Thug. I think people rock with him. You know what I'm saying? He might have had, you know what I mean? Young Thug wear dresses, skirts. He did a lot of outlandish things. But still in all, people didn't play with Young Thug when they saw Young Thug outside in the street. You know what I'm saying? Which was crazy. You know what I mean? So I think that this is the first time he's getting this kind of eyes on him in this way. People are putting him in the snitch conversations. People are putting him in the pillow talk conversations. You see that the pillow talk thing was really bothering them a lot. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, I ain't never did that, son. Word to my mother, got time, keep the P, boy. You know what I'm saying? As a man, son, for real, son, you pillow talking it, bro. That's crazy, son. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no pride and you don't care and you one of them Mr. Rogers type dudes from our hood that want a best friend, your girlfriend, yo, man, you know, he wrong, man. Yo, you know, you deserve better. Unless you one of them type dudes, bro. If you a fisherman like me that go out and get a fish, go and get your woman type vibe, bro. Come on, bro. You pillow talking and all that, that's not a good look, especially it comes to light in this way. And then a lot of the things that he pillow talked on was like hurtful shit too, man. Feel me? It was some hurtful things. But in this interview, he says he spoke to everybody about everything that he spoke to them about. He said everything that he said to everybody anyway, so it doesn't matter. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I think that he got more love from people that, you know what I mean, they might let it just slide. I'm going to say this first. I'm going to preface it and say this first. Look, peep this. Boom. This part, he going back to his hood and he's talking about where he from and all of that. His brother did pass away. RIP to his brother. He talked about witnessing that as well. You know what I mean? I think that's a lot. You know what I mean? But I think that a lot of us that want to know about the situation is like, yo, let's get to the guts and the glory. Let's get to the potatoes, homie. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we should skip a little bit. And I think that we should get more into when he's in his passion, past, you know what I mean, his family and his friends, personal, And let's get to what he feels, because that's what we want to know about what he feels. Young Thug could tell us about his life story any day. We'll buy the book probably or something. But let's get to what he thinking about these people that he was supposed to be against or supposed to have been against him. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go a little bit further into the stream so that we could get to where we need to go. All right, cool. Hold up. Let me try from right here. Let's see.
With a ski mask on. They said, how you know he black if he had a ski mask on? He said, I seen
brother
you to come out. Because if Duke go to trial, you got to take the stand. If I
right.
run and you don't, all you can say is shit. Man, let's slow down.
Hold up.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Yeah. You really try to get yourself out that trouble, bro. You try to really slip and slide on the Astro glide about the trouble, homie. What happened, bro? It's allegedly, man. Because he said if you did, but this part, he sound a little bit more certain. You know you better than me, man. Only your mammy and your pappy know you better than that. So listen, y'all. This is my question to Yacht Gotti. Did you try to Astro glide and slip and slide your way up out that case, homie? Just let me know, homie. Let me know what happened, homie, because we ain't forget about the magical properties of that thing right there. We ain't forget about it, okay? Did you try to Astro glide, slip and slide yourself up out that case and ride it on that man, Duke? That's all we want to know, son. That's all we want to know. I ain't judging. Let's get back to the thing. Oh, what you mean take the low probation? First of all, no nigga on earth can't come to you talk about take the low probation shit. Like you probably ain't got kids and shit to do some shit for. Take the low probation shit. Nah. If you telling me you pushing some shit like this is just my own thought, I'm not saying it's what Yak did. But if you came to me and we in a building a situation, you're pushing me towards the probation shit, 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking that you probably is already on the outs of this thing, and you probably want this thing to be closed shut so that we don't ever find out nothing else because I done took my shit and we done took our shit, so we ain't got to, you know what I mean? Because when things go through trials and discoveries, you figure out who spoke, who told in your case. You start to figure out things in your case. See what I'm saying? So that's why some people don't want it to go to nothing. Let's just get this out the way. So let's see if Young Thug is leaning that way with it, because I would think that. Honestly, I would. All you. Facts. Y'all make sure y'all slapping that poll. Y'all dropping a like. Salute to everybody. Y'all get active in the chat. Everybody here is on go. You're new to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Salute to all of y'all. Yeah, while I do that, let's get back to this thing that we're doing. Real talk though, to everybody in the chat, salute to everybody that's watching us. Big up to y'all. If you were Gunna, what would you tell him? What can you tell Young Thug? Honestly, maybe that's the reason of why Gunna's being quiet. Like, what could you tell him? But you know what's also hurtful? Because this is just a lot of pain. You just see a lot of trauma coming out of Young Thug, you know. You know what's hurtful that he said? He said, yo, even when I was in jail, you didn't even slide on my mom's and drop no money on my mom's or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Future did. This man, I think OVO Cash, I think, not OVO Cash, Cash XO, my bad. Cash XO and a couple other people drew some money on my mom's, but you didn't even slide on my mom's. You know what I mean? So that's something, regardless of what we're going through as brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know we going through something. You could have slid and gave his mom something. So maybe you're doing that because you like F him, or you doing that because maybe you feel like defensive and wrong because maybe you did do something wrong. I don't know. What would you say though, Gunna? What do you say to him? It's crazy. Everybody slap the poll. Everybody hit the likes. You already know though. Remember, the link is in the chat. If you want to get up and say something, you can come up and say something if you want to. But look, Napoleon. That's the way I'm saying this, man. Word. I never even seen something spelled like that. That's dope though. But look, it says, look what it said. It's got to do the right thing. Niggas is locked up, especially if you my day one, bro. You know what I'm saying? You my day one. We rocking with you. Gunna ain't his day one, but damn, he did a lot for Gunna. You know what I'm saying? He know Gunna for 10 years allegedly. But I'm just saying, regardless of the fact, bro, come on. And the craziest thing, Gunna never had nothing on him. He said it was like 9 terabytes of information, bro. That's like, he said, I don't know if he got the number wrong, but he was like, that's 300 million pieces of paper, something like that. I don't know if it's 300,000, could be 3 million. He said 300 million. This is a number he probably heard. That's a lot of terabytes. It was a lot of case, right? And Gunner, he said Gunner wasn't in nothing, but they had Gunner labeled as the second in command, though. He was the boss and Gunner was the second. So when Gunner already took the plea, he was like, anybody would be dumb to say, no, it's not a gang no more, because he already took the first plea. And he said he took the first plea before anybody else, bro. So he already jammed up everybody else too when Gunner took his first plea, confirming that YSL is a gang and needs to be disbanded. So that's crazy. So you got to at least speak to that, because you did do that, Gunner. Regardless of whatever else you think they tricked you, whatever the case, at least you should speak to that. You feel me? I just think so. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody that's joining the watch party. Salute to everybody. I know we all got thoughts in it. I know a lot of y'all are reserving it. But here on Go, it's all about everybody's thoughts here. All right? Everybody's thoughts. Just like in the trial that I was covering, the Diddy trial, it's not just about the jurors. It's about our thoughts too, because we are like, you know what I mean? Part of this shit too, son. We all got an opinion. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean our opinions have to be right? But we all have an opinion on something. So everybody get vocal. Make sure y'all getting vocal in the chat. Make sure y'all hitting the poll. Make sure y'all dropping a like and subscribing to On Go. You know what I mean? What do you think about a few of these elements, you know what I mean, that was a part of this interview? Even this part right here that he's saying that through the whole time I haven't took nothing from Gunna. What do you think about that? Is this true? If you haven't heard it from Gunna, but he's saying this. What do y'all feel about Gunna? You know what I mean? That's what I want to know. I want to know what y'all feel about Gunna, because I know it's been a lot about Thug as of late, but what do y'all still think about Gunna though? You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think. Salute to everybody. Let's get. This is a good question right here. He says, Afia says, what makes them street? You know what I mean? It's a good question though. But whether people are street or not, when you living by street rules, when you doing street things, when you talking street stuff, when you talking about slidings, unalivings, you're talking about gang, you're talking about all these things. Come on. Your words and your actions got to count for something, whether you street or not. This person could be cold pussy. Don't matter, bro. To me, I don't think no one's pussy on earth, because a pussy nigga do it to you too. That's just me personally. I've seen all parts of life. I've seen it. But at the same time, think about that. Really, really think about that. You know what I mean? When you making these choices, and this is what a lot of these young kids, you know what I mean? A lot of us is a little older. You know what I mean? We got young kids, we got sons, we got daughters and shit. Real shit. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Come on. A lot of times you like, I'm gonna give you facts. T.I. son, King. You know what I'm saying? Look at who the world got booked, man. Free that boy. But I'm just saying, look at King. Come on, King. What are you doing? King could be doing mad stuff. He want to run around doing this. He want to be the hardest. You want to argue with this and argue with that. And this is the image that King wants. And a lot of our kids are just like that. Some of us was the same way as kids with our parents. So we understand the cycle. You feel me? But come on, bro. When you're making these certain choices, a lot of things that come with that. Look at his boy Tootie, Boozy son. He just got back with the switch. Charleston White talking about he done sent them 12s at him, supposedly. Whatever the case may be. Look, man, we're making these choices now. Now you in the building. Now you got to, you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? It all comes with it, bro. It all comes with it. Whether you faking it or not, son, you're a part of it. When somebody pull up, he ain't saying, yo, son, nah, he ain't with it. Hold on, get out the way, son. Ricky. Nah, bro. Niggas pulling up Ricky, like the movie said. They ain't said get out the way, Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson. Nah, nigga. They came through spinning. And that's how that's gonna go. So we need to understand that. That's why they used to say, yo, bro, it's the streets and it's the sidewalk, bro. Everybody ain't made for the streets. That's why they made sidewalks. I'm telling you, it used to be some old shit, cliche type shit. But when you really think about it, that's why they really made them, bro. Everybody ain't for the streets. And a lot of people that was really in the streets and for the streets ain't even for the streets no more, because they understand that a lot of that shit was an illusion, bro. A lot of the things that we was keeping it real to and holding it real to, son, going to do 10s, 5 lives and all types of shit, son, that shit was fake as fuck, son. It really, really was. And you will not push that to your kid to be like that. And you would damn sure not even push that to nobody else kid. Like real shit, son. Some of the OGs was pushing us to be like, yo, son, hold his straps. Yo, son, listen, go around there. Listen, you young as shit. Like, you a kid, bro. This shit probably way more than you. Straight. Listen, you go over there. Listen, you don't see no women, no kids, you could do that. If you see them spin. These days it's different, son. They don't care. When they spinning, bro, it's always an innocent bystander getting hit. You know what I'm saying? A child or some craziness, just like that thing that just happened on 110th Street, right? The woman just walked in from the Chinese store, got hit in her face, bro. It's a whole, like a robbery or whatever the hell going down the block, which led into that, which is crazy, man. You know what I mean? So listen, bro, now they just arrested him. See, not on the news. They just arrested him. Now I think he's 18 years old. Big dude for 18. But now you done throw your life away for what? He didn't even have to do that. He didn't even have to do that, you know? Didn't even have to do it. You already got it, right? What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? And this is what it is, man. Everything come with choices. Everything come with causality, man. Cause and effect, homie. So we got to be watching what causes that we putting ourselves with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like a cause, like BL, whatever the hell. We got to understand, son, what kind of cause, man. You know what I'm saying, son? Because people just do things because. And we've came from that level, and we've been doing that shit since we've been young, son. Some of us since we was a little older too, son. Feel me? God is great. Jesus is great that we got a chance to pull back. Feel me? Just like Young Thug himself, son. He needs to pull back, bro. You feel me? Straight. But at the end of the day, guess what? He didn't come home humble. He didn't come home humble, bro. And that's real talk, son. Y'all said during the trial, it means truly humble under God, son. You ain't showed us that, bro. Come on, son. Imagine if Young Thug really came home and flew straight, not like in Scarface music. You know what a hazai is? It's a pig that don't fly straight. Not that, bro. I'm talking about if he really came home and flew straight. Like, yo, listen, man, you know, I was doing this, the gangbang stuff and all of that. But really, man, listen, man, that done caused me this, that done caused me that. Imagine how much young kids he could influence in that way. But he's not perfect. He's human, bro. We all human, so we be in our emotions. We see him in his emotional bag right here. We get it. We all be in that bag sometimes. But sometimes it's bigger than us, bro. And it's bigger than him, son. God has given him another chance, bro. And what do you want to do? You want to come out with a couple of songs talking about this one's a rat and that one's a rat, son? That shit is whack, son. And the songs was whack, son. I got to keep it. I love Thug to Death, son, on Sleazy's and all that. Straight. But got to keep a bean, my nigga. Got to keep a bean, bro. Shit's just whack, bro. Gunna is on a race. Nigga on a motherfucking, what the Segway? He ain't even in the race no more. Niggas on a Segway going down the block, bro. He's out. He's out. He done lost contact with reality and what's going on right now, son. Instead of tapping into the pulse of what's going on right now and getting the way he need to get. That's what Thug need to be on. He don't need to be on worried about nobody. What everybody did. This is where we get fucked up. We can't control what no one does, man. Straight, bro. What people do is what people do. That is their life. That is their test, you know. Even though they did it to you. Some shit people do, we coming to pay a visit. You know how I be, bro. But I'm just saying, besides that, it's them, though. You know what I'm saying? I can't send myself for what you've done, bro. Come on, son. Just like if I'm in a relationship or whatever the friendship or whatever it is, bro. If I did the fucked up shit, I did the fucked up shit, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? It doesn't matter what people did. It's about what you did. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just think that Young Thug is wasting time because he was stumped a few times in his interview by Big Bang. Shout out to Big Bang, bro. Shout out to Big Bang, bro. Gangster. Shout out to Big Bang. Marvelous interview. You know what I'm saying? A real OG, though. You know what I'm saying? This is what I take from him. I never really knew who Big Bang was. Heard of him though and stuff, but you know what I mean? That don't mean I knew who he really was. But hearing him for this is the first time, and this is the first, if this is the first light that you get somebody in, I think that's a dope light to get a person in. You know what I mean? And I think that this interview was as big as like the Katt Williams interview to me. You know what I mean? Like the best one that got everybody like engaged and got everybody like kind of reacting. And we all taking clips and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a vibe, you know what I mean? On all platforms too as well. You know what I mean? Because I think that both of them had like a real thing to them, both Katt Williams and Young Thug, where we connect with. You know what I mean? I think a few artists is special enough to have that. You know what I mean? Even like Cardi B, whether you want to think Cardi B write raps or whatever the case, she has a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we all liked her or loved her before. And she even spit bars, though you probably knew she rap bars because she rap bars for a minute. I'm from New York, so I knew that. But a lot of y'all ain't know that. Y'all just probably know them from television or just going viral on some other type of timing. but her personality is what went through. You see what I'm saying? So I think that Young Thug, he could be more of a pillar, bro. And I think he has to take this opportunity to do that. You know what I mean? Honestly, son. You know what I mean? Sometimes we have to. You feel me? It's just so twisted that I was saying it on my Dr. Umar video the other day, is that, you know, we from the hood, we from the trenches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some of our friends that never come back, bro. You know what I mean? Some of our friends that never come home, son. Family and friends, bro. Gangster, son. We got to keep it real with each other, son. Gangster. And, you know, son, we had aspirations of getting out that shit every day. We still thinking of getting out this shit every day, bro. Right? And for you to get to a position, son, not just out of the trenches, but being able to evacuate people out of the trenches, bro. Feel me, son? You come like a Harriet Tubman today, bro. You able to, listen, son, this the way, son. Look, come this way, son. Chill. Wade through the water. Hold up. Follow the drink it. Joel, I got you, homie. Chill. Feel me? New day, though. New day. You able to get some people out of this, bro. Imagine to be able to choice to be able to save a life, son. We always know about taking lives. But imagine being able to save a few. And that's the power that Young Thug has. That's the real power that he has, you know. He can save people. You know, going through things like this, it starts to close your heart, and maybe you don't feel like helping nobody else because we go through things like that. That's between him and God. You know what I mean? And I still think that he'll be helpful in time. You know, but I think everything that happened was because he wasn't being humble, and he started being exposed for all of these things. And allegedly, it could have been funny if Gunna was the one who got that all that shit came out. Like that. It'd have been funny, right? Let's get to the real. You know what I mean? Because you also pushing the line because nobody really wants smoke with him. So you're becoming a bully. So even reading the 48 laws of power, you're surpassing the goal. It's not even about overshining the master, bro. Because who's the master? Not him. God is the master right now because he has everything going the way it goes. Gunna came home, even if everybody thought he was a rat. Shit was crazy. I found out that shit. I was in UK. Gangster. But his shit still went. You know what I mean? The nigga ain't miss a beat. He actually went up higher than he was before, son. And Gunna was flaming that summer that he was flaming, bro. All my man's mad people was listening to shit all day, son. I swear to God. That first album over there, that was wildin'. Remember the album? That's designed. But look, he ain't come home on no popping it, this and this and that. He was saying whatever he said, a little 1-2. But he ain't saying nothing bad. He said whatever he said in his little music. That's it. I think Thug need to pull back. I think he mad emotional, and I get it. All of us will be that. But I think that he's hurting himself because this interview to me is good and bad. It's both. You know what I mean? Because at first he was like this. I'm like, yo, boy, don't, you know what I mean? Don't stink it up. You know what I'm saying? Don't stink it up. But I think some of the real things that you get out of this is just him and how he's speaking. And, you know what I mean? You just feel the realness in things that he's saying. Because sometimes when you listen to a person talk, you be like, can I trust this shit? You know what I'm saying? But you see the nigga really there. You see a nigga shedding the tears out there and all that, son. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I mean? He's talking as he want to be a man, and he's a man and all this other stuff. So a lot of time with that, especially these color people, us, bro, that come with a lot of pride, and we won't be able to show that type of emotion, bro, especially in our live a lot of times, bro. We won't. No matter what we going through, bro. You know that, bro. That's memes too. Niggas will take that shit and Jordan meme you. What happened to you, bro? Nigga was crying for whatever Jordan was crying for. They turned that shit to a meme. You get me? So anybody got here to be crying for no reason. See what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about it. I think the real elements of him speaking, we did get some of the things him saying Gunna told first. It was a lot of key elements that he did speak to. Yak Gotti, he did shed light on that because Yak did come home and did a Vlad interview as well. And he said that he slipped up. And he said that Yak slipped up, and he ended up exposing what he allegedly feels is the way that Yak ended up slipping up. And Yak also, he alleges that he snitched on his best friend Duke and lied on him and tried to make it seem like Duke did it. So we did get some clarifications on a few things from his lens, because Yak or whoever else is going to have something to say, right? He even said some things about YSL Woody as well, right? But then Big Bank also spoke to him to say, you know, like Woody's changing in ways, or you know what I mean. But he said that Woody's taking medicine, man. Woody is just a different kind of person. The question is, if Young Thug wasn't getting exposed and all of these jail calls wasn't coming out, would he do this interview, or would he have done this interview? I don't think so. It's good that he did it and just came and confronted it one time. I think so. But in the same way, I was like, because Big Bank was asking real good questions. You know what I mean? Because he know him personally. He spent 3 hours with him. He know Thug from younger. You know what I'm saying? When he was younger. So he really gave him a real one. You know what I'm saying? Gave him a real honest conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was being honest too. So I like how Big Bang conducted this interview. I like how he stood on his own 10 still. You know what I'm saying? Because we need that. You know what I'm saying? Especially from our OGs and people that's older than us. That's what we need. We don't need OGs that's going to be on the side. You know what I'm saying? They on both our sides though. Our OGs on both our sides. We just had a war. You know what I'm saying? But we need OGs that's going to be straight up on both sides, in the middle on both sides, to say, yo, look, man, what could it be? Yo, look, boom. Even, yo, look, what could you say to him? What could he say to you? Would you accept the conversation? Would you accept the call? This and this and that. This is where these bridges begin to happen. I don't know if these bridges will ever happen, but it seems like Thug is more receptive to that happening than not. Because he paused for a while and he thought about it. But I think what he was thinking about more is what people would say, or what people would think about him saying he would accept the conversation from Gunna. You know, he reached out to Gunna a couple of times during the thing, and then during the trial and stuff, he said even one time during a Zoom call, he actually said something to him when he wasn't supposed to speak to him. And Gunna was like, you know what I mean, kind of like low. His energy was low. You know what I mean? He's like, it's all good. We here. His energy was low, but I kind of took that to say maybe he was going to be moving the way he was going to be moving. Does Gunna speak out after this interview? I don't think so. I don't think so. If the numbers start to dwindle, then you may have to speak out. You know what I'm saying? You just keep dropping. You know what I mean? If the numbers flopping, then you might have to come out and say a 1-2 thing. But he's still winning. So I think him speaking could probably mess him up. Gunna, you never know. You could say the wrong thing. So I don't know.
Let him like,
listen, it's crazy. And he getting in his bag, and we still got so much more to go. Let me see. Yeah, we got a nice amount to go still. Salute to everybody in the chat. Yep. Salute to all of y'all. Listen, I have another live scheduled after this one right here. The notification is already out. So I already got the redirect as well set to go. So y'all gonna be redirected to the next live as well. Salute to everybody. We just gonna let it rock out and play, and y'all be redirected. If not, I'm gonna be doing another live, so y'all just join that live if you're not redirected, because you know how YouTube does. So salute to everybody that's been joining. Make sure once y'all join that live as well, any of the videos, y'all make sure y'all drop likes. So that y'all get in there, y'all hit the post so we can get the algorithm going on. A lot of times they be trying to limit us, but it's all good. They can't limit what we got when we showing love to each other. And the love that we show here is free. I don't ask for money and be begging for all that shit. I don't do that. To who shows love and salute, and they support the channel, and they, I mean, send bread and all that type of stuff. I appreciate it. Thanks. But money's not the motivation. You know what I'm saying? Money and all these things, that's what gets you caught up in conspiracies, all that type of stuff like that, chasing every dollar. My grandmother told me, probably your grandmother, just like mine, said, yo, every dollar ain't a good dollar. Probably your mom's told you. And it's true. That's why these days, the same way how every dollar ain't a good dollar, also every view ain't a good view. The person that's viewing you might be your biggest hater or your best hater. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to stay prayed up. We always going to keep God and Jesus around us. We always going to drop 7s in the chat for God and Jesus all the time. I mean, all the time. Any of my videos, make sure you're dropping 7s in the chat for God and Jesus, regardless if you're from the streets, regardless if you're on a drill right now. Care. God and Jesus is the realest. Don't matter. You feel me? That's the reason of why you may get past or get out of some of the situations that you're about to get into right now. So salute to that. Gangster. So salute to that. Listen, everybody hit the notification bell. I'm going to go kick another live off and you'll be redirected. So Make sure y'all all on go. Make sure y'all all subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bells to all. A lot of people are not getting my notifications. All you got to do is unsubscribe, subscribe back, turn the notifications on to all, and you'll be on go. Ooda, ooda, ooda. Always on go. I'll be back in 1 second.
All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the OOTA. Welcome to the OOTA. All my niggas from the OOTA. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn rats. All my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat. You been stuck in a computer. Show me the proof. All my niggas turn shooters. All my niggas from the OOTA. Welcome to the OOTA. All of my niggas insane. They tryna catch a mistake. Young niggas putting in pain. It in the game, all for the game. Niggas ain't playing for nothing. Went in school, laying it bang. My little nigga kill my little nigga. Full-time job not to kill niggas. Jump off the porch of the field, nigga. You was in the house, I'm a field nigga. No fuck boys around real niggas. Been a drug dealer since a little nigga, huh? Taking a kilo, they'll kill a nigga. Fuck how you feel, nigga. To get some kilos, I'll kill a nigga too. Throw that rock like I'm Montana. Good head, raise my antennas. G49, not San Fran. Beat the box with my bandana. Then I dip set like I'm Santana. I'm in UK like that Montana. She bring me money, you press her. You got a jug and finesse her. I give a dick that'll change her life. You leave her change on the dresser. Shorty a wetty, a wetty. That pussy ready, get ready. Don't wanna get ahead of myself, but I want the head for